it's only got to happen to the other car. But look at it. When was the last time? I don't think Oscar Piastri has ever had a technical retirement in McLaren. I don't think he has. Or if he had, he didn't retire at all last season, and he hasn't this season. So if he has, it's very early on. So like he's not finished a race for what, something like 40 races now or something. So yes, he's due a retirement, but when is that going to stop? Like it's already a ridiculously long amount of time since his last retirement in a McLaren. And when you're up front, there's a lot less likely that kind of thing's going to happen. You saw the run that Max Verstappen was going on. You saw the run Lewis Hamilton were going on because they were only battling their teammates, and Max didn't really have a teammate to fight against, and Lewis's teammate was a lot bit more compliant. So it's and in this scenario, when the McLarens are fighting each other, they are fighting each other very respectfully. Apart from a couple of little tiny incidents, obviously we got Canada and Austria that we can look at where that didn't quite pan out that way, but they were just honest mistakes from the drivers. They're not doing anything like Rosberg was doing with Hamilton, like missing a breaking point in Monaco to get pole, that kind of thing. We're not seeing any of those kind of tactics, so that's great to see. I think for the rest of the season, yeah, it's 3.78 points per race weekend, just off the top of my head. I haven't looked up on my spreadsheet at all, but so per race weekend, it's only basically 4 points. So like, yes, he's not out of it, and it's not even a mathematical scenario yet where we're just saying, oh, technically he's not out. It still can still happen, obviously, and it's still completely in his hands as well. But the likelihood is getting slimmer now with this. And I can't see a situation where Lando will go on a 5 race winning streak without reply from Oscar. I can see him winning 5 out of the remaining 9 races, but I think Oscar is going to win 3 or 4 of them. And if that happens, then Oscar will be world champion. So he's definitely the favorite. I think he was slightly the favorite, Oscar, going into this weekend anyway, but he is definitely the favorite now. Lando was fast. Like he looked fast all weekend, and it's just this qualifying thing and the over commented thing about Lando's starts. If you look at his starts this season, he's making decent starts. I mean, okay, take Spa out. That was absolutely a terrible start. But the other ones, like you see, he's generally like he's missing out in qualifying. That's his problem. And then he's generally getting better starts than Oscar. But then because he can't do a do or dive effort because it's for a race win against your teammate, he's getting boxed in. And then Max, being Max, just so incredible at starts, is getting between them. Then the first phase of the race, he's having to worry about getting ahead of Max. And then it's then a recovery drive and a roll of the dice to try and get the win. I don't think he would have won today. I think if he'd have kept the position from Max at the start, he would have still just stayed behind Oscar because he's unflappable and there wasn't a big enough performance gap. But certainly it's a strong performance from Lando. Just the end there with the failure. I would hasten to say I wouldn't say for certain it's a guaranteed engine failure yet because he said oil leak on the radio. So let's not go blaming Mercedes yet, but we may well be blaming them afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing, unfortunately, for him is that he didn't finish. And you're right, there is. I mean, I said this in my review for my channel as well. I feel like if Piastri doesn't put a foot wrong for the rest of the season, which is very much easier said than done, but given how he's been this season, it's certainly possible. I think if he doesn't make a mistake, if there's no big engine penalties, if he's not took out by someone, I feel if he does what he needs to do, he'll win the championship now at this point because it's going to take 5 races of 1-2 finishes with Norris ahead of Piastri to catch him. And even then, only by 1 point. And that's a big ask. And I actually looked this up while you were speaking there, Tom. I had to furiously boot up Wikipedia for this. Piastri hasn't had a mechanical retirement, i.e. not collision damage, not crashing out and everything like that. He's not had a mechanical retirement since his debut race in Formula One. Bahrain Grand Prix 2023. He's scored points every single round this season. He's been in the top 4 except for his opening race of the season in Australia. And the last time he finished out of the points in a Grand Prix, the Miami Grand Prix of 2024. So he's on the hottest of hot streaks right now, to say the very least, in terms of just consistency as an absolute minimum. But we'll see how it goes. Long way still to go. As a McLaren fan, I'm absolutely loving it. I hope this doesn't define the championship battle between the two of them, but it might. It might well be the deciding factor.